So we now have the app considerably far along. It's probably 90% built, but there's some additional things that we have yet to do. One of which is, while somebody can click on this link and actually go right through the app after they've authenticated their email address, the only place that we're capturing that email address is inside the app, which is to say that I have not connected this with an email service provider outside of 22Social. So I am going to do that now. Inside of each app, there is something called a social relationships manager, and that's where all of the leads get captured, where the list of leads will be compiled. But in here, there's something called a CRM, so a customer relationship manager tool, and this is where we actually want to connect one of our providers. So you can see there's a lot of different providers, and new ones are being added all the time depending on the requests from the users, but Aweber, Infusionsoft, GVO, GetResponse, iContact, MailChimp, so on and on. Constant Contact, SendReach. I'm sure that you are familiar with one of these, and you probably have one of these services for your email. In my case, I use a service called GetResponse, and I'm going to go ahead and enter here, which is sort of connecting my GetResponse account, something called the user ID, which in this case is a token number. So I'm just going to grab one of them. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not actually setting anything specific up here, but I'm going to go ahead and save that. All right, so now it's connected to GetResponse, and that's step number one. Step number two is that I want to go over to my button. And the button is going to automatically, now it says that GetResponse is connected, I want to connect a form ID to that. Now each one of these service providers has a slightly different setup that's required, and there's a link article almost always whenever you're going through the process. If you want to know how to do it, you just click on this and it'll bring up the article that has the instructions. So in this case, I actually know what I need to do. I need to grab the form ID from here, and I think I had just done 7 free tools was the campaign that I was running. And so what I need to do is grab the form code from this one, and let's see if I can actually grab that or not. Let's see if I can view it. Okay, so the form code is here at the end of the URL, and I'll just go ahead and grab that, and we will put this over here, and voila. So now whenever somebody clicks on this and authenticates it, as I'm going to do in just a moment, I'm just going to hit Save Changes, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click here, and it's going to extract my data because I'm logged into Facebook. It's going to extract my data from Facebook. I'm going to confirm here that I want to get access to the training that's in here. And when I click this confirm, this email address will not only be added to the SRM, the Social Relationships Manager, but it'll also go into my GetResponse autoresponder, and I will have the ability to be connected to that autoresponder list, and I can get email follow-ups directly to this email address now that people have that my information has been connected to both of those platforms. So that is how this all works. Hope that makes sense. And again, there's plenty of training that covers all of this detail inside of 22Social, but that's the general overview of how to get this all set up and get your email service provider connected directly to 22Social.